Since their arrival, generative AI models and their trainers have demonstrated their ability to download any online content for model training. For content owners and creators, few tools can prevent their content from being fed into a generative AI model against their will. Opt-out lists have been disregarded by model trainers in the past and can easily be ignored with zero consequences. They are unverifiable, unenforceable, and those who violate opt-out lists and do not scrape directives cannot be identified with high contents. In an effort to address this power asymmetry, we have designed and implemented Nightshade, a tool that turns any image into a data sample that is unsuitable for model training. More precisely, Nightshade transforms images into poison samples so that models training on them without consent will see their models learn unpredictable behaviors that deviate from expected norms. E.g., a prompt that asks for an image of a cow flying in space might instead get an image of a handbag floating in space. Used responsibly, Nightshade can help deter model trainers who disregard copyrights, opt-out lists, and do not scrape robot.txt directives. It does not rely on the kindness of model trainers, but instead associates a small incremental price on each piece of data scraped and trained without authorization. Oh, Zero Polaris is here. Another artist of the community. Zero Polaris, I need to get you an art badge in my community. Yeah, no. It's both of these were developed by this lab at the University of Chicago. There's Glaze and Nightshade. So Glaze alert. Glaze is the one that protects your work. And then Nightshade's the really crazy one. Nightshade is the one that literally like poisons models trying to steal this. Oh, here we go. Nightshade versus Glaze. A common question is, what is the difference between Nightshade and Glaze? The answer is that Glaze is a defensive tool that individual artists can use. So this is probably the better one for like Zero Polaris or RebChan, or if you're an artist. It's basically to protect yourselves against mimicry attacks, while Nightshade is an what a fucking great name. Nightshade is an offensive tool that artists can use as a group to disrupt models that scrape their images without consent, thus protecting all artists against these models. Glaze should be used on every piece of artwork artists post online to protect themselves, while Nightshade is an entirely optional feature that can be used to deter unscrupulous model trainers. Artists who post their own art online should ideally have both Glaze and Nightshade applied to their work. We're working on an integrated release of these tools. Damn! Isn't that kind of crazy, chat? I just learned about this the other day. I was listening to a podcast about it. So, yeah, it's basically like anti-AI protection for artists. That's sick. Yo, good shit, Alma Mater U Chicago. Appreciate you guys.